Hello and welcome to your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week of November 24th, 2014. This week I'm doing something slightly different once again, as I was sitting here preparing to do the reading by drawing the cards, getting information, and then doing my normal digital cards up here and making the movie. I was inspired just to do it live, but do it in my original format. So I'm going to do the reading live with the audio here, and then I'll put the digital cards up to match. And our first card is Six of Earth. Gifts of money, time, or effort. New career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. When you look at the Six of Earth, it's very similar to the major arcana card of temperance or balance. We have the fairy, and he's moving coin from one side of the scale to the other. It's all about the inflow and outflow. We've gone over in prior readings about, everything is an exchange. It's a breathe in and a breathe out. If you only breathed in and never breathed out, you'd explode. And if you only breathed out and never breathed in, you'd collapse. The same goes for money. When we struggle with financial situations and the worries that all of us in this materialistic world are caught up in, how to pay the bills, how to pay the mortgage each month, there has to be balance. It's okay to be open to receive, but it's just as important to be open to give. And whenever you can spare a little bit extra, even when you don't think you can, it'll always be returned in some way or another. So it's about finding that balance. If someone's helped you, now would be a good time beginning this week to try to either return the favor or pay it forward, perhaps. But look for a balancing of money to occur early in this week. And often these readings are viewed by many different people, and every single person gets their own interpretation of the readings. Which is one of the things people will say, oh, well, it's general. Well, it's not general, because it's specific to each individual person. And we had a issue this weekend with one of our bank accounts being compromised. So this card actually brings me lots of hope that things are going to be set right and balanced back out for us. So that's amazing. Second card, which represents the latter half of the week. Being, of the work week, which is, later Wednesday through, say, Friday, is Queen of Water. All court cards have the characteristics labeled to them: tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. This describes the Queen of Water. Oftentimes, when we see a reading with a court card, these four characteristics will either bring someone to mind, or it may describe you. And basically, the purpose of that is to bring to mind who this reading may apply to. So here we see relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. So as we move through the latter half of the work week, things will continue to shift. Now, of course, the water is emotional. So in the first half of the week, we see a shifting and balancing of money or financial situations. In the latter half of the week here, we see Queen of Water, which represents almost an emotional balancing, things shifting. Now, when it says a relationship developing to a new level, instantly people are drawn to romantic relationships. It doesn't have to be that. It certainly can be, but it doesn't have to be that. And that's one of the important things to remember. And as they gave me a chime on that one, as a good point. So just look for something shifting, whether it be business. Usually it's personal because it's water, but it doesn't have to be a love interest. It could be a family, it could be a friend. Something shifting to a new level. And they're just reminding us to always trust our gut as we get involved with situations as they develop. And it's important, we all care for others. So many people that come to us for readings are coming to us, and they're the ones who have spent their whole life taking care of everyone else and have done nothing for themselves. So the most important thing that this card is reminding us of as we move through the end of this week is to take time to care for ourselves as well as others. And that is a recurring message that we see all the time. And it's just one of those things that we are so loving and giving and want to take care of everyone else's problems that sometimes we let ours go by. And this is why this week I'm seeing this balancing coming in. So something's going to be balancing out with finances, and then we're moving to the latter half of the work week. And really it's coming across to me anyway as balancing your emotions, balancing relationships, and saying it's okay for you to get what you need out of a relationship or situation sometimes. Take that time for you. As we move into the weekend now, we see the High Priestess. Major Arcana number 2, Archangel Haniel. Listen to your intuition. Didn't we just get that? Listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. So as we reach the end of the week, we had relationships developing to a new level. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. Now the weekend's here, and it's reminding us once more to listen to your intuition, have patience, and consider carefully what you want before acting. So whatever this endeavor is, whether it's a new romantic relationship budding, or a new partnership forming, or a partnership, business, professional, personal, or romantic, moving to the next level, this card reminds us again to trust our gut, be patient, but consider carefully what before acting, which sings back to the previous card and to that reoccurring reading of be specific with what you expect and what you want from this situation. Be specific that you have needs, or you have opinions, or you have a vision of where this is heading, and that you desire to be heard. Certainly compromises are to be made, but don't be the one who gives up everything just to make something happen. So it seems like this reading for this week overall is about balance and taking back any power that maybe you've lost, and just really nurturing yourself so you can be a better nurturer to others. And this has been a very strong message coming through the last, through this last week for me, for readings I've given other people. And it's just the message of the time right now. You know, we're coming quickly to the winter solstice, when this transformation energy, this transformational, I guess is the word I'm looking for, this transformational energy is really going to be at its peak for this year of rebirth as we move into 2015. The energy is going to shift to more developing what you've given birth to this year. So it's important to really find that balance, get all your ducks in a row, as they say, and take the time to nurture yourself and prepare yourself for all the work that's laid out ahead, because it's something tells me 2015 is going to be a very fast-moving year as far as your development and the services that you're expected or that you desire to perform. I have a feeling it's going to be rapid fire. So take this time now to define what you want, stand your ground on that, but be loving and patient through the process. So that wraps up another reading. I thank you all again for continuing to view. You can visit the website www.advancedangelcards.com, and don't forget to check out the Pendulum Girls readings over on YouTube. Channel is Ragdoll Ralphie, all one word. And thank you very much again, and we will see you next week. Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody.